Călători printre stele, așa s-ar traduce denumirea de astronaut, care vine din limba veche greacă. Pentru acești oameni, cerul nu este limita, iar spațiul cosmic, cel puțin pentru o scurtă perioadă de timp, s-a numit acasă. Am avut onoarea zilele trecute să avem în vizită astfel de exploratori aici pe pământ românesc. Și vizita a fost cu atât mai emoționantă cu cât cele două astronaute și-au dorit de mult timp să viziteze România.
Suntem mai bine de 8 miliarde de oameni pe această planetă, însă doar puțini dintre semenii noștri se pot lăuda că știu cum arată ea din afară, din spațiul cosmic adică. Doar 628 de oameni se pot numi astăzi astronauți. Realitatea lor este complet diferită de a noastră și perspectiva este cea care face diferența. Nicole Stott, astronaut NASA, a petrecut 104 zile în spațiu. Imaginați-vă o perioadă de 3 luni în care plutiți în imponderabilitate, iar realitatea vă este dată peste cap. Stott a efectuat 2 zboruri, iar într-una dintre expediții a avut curiozitatea să picteze în acoarelă. Sara Sabri, la vârsta de 29 de ani, a devenit primul astronaut egiptean, prima femeie musulmană și prima de pe continentul african care ajungea în spațiul cosmic. Deși a petrecut doar 10 minute acolo, i-a fost suficient să revină pe pământ cu o perspectivă schimbată și hotărâtă să aducă spațiul cosmic cât mai aproape de fiecare dintre noi. Sara și Nicole au fost luna aceasta oaspeții noștri în România. Au ajuns aici pentru a participa la evenimentul Space Fest, organizat de Universitatea Politehnica din București. Dar și-au dorit foarte mult să viziteze și alte locuri din țară, locuri despre care doar auziseră până acum. Așa că le-am însoțit într-o excursie la 2 dintre cele mai emblematice castele, Bran și Peleș.
For me, it's really important because as a kid, I never read very much at all. And my first book, like real proper book that I ever read, and I was probably 13 years old, was Bram Stoker's Dracula. And from that point on, I mean, just all the stories about that kind of lore and of the area, and I don't know, it just had a real impression on me, and I've just always wanted to come here.
So now can we say like dream?
Yeah, you can say it. You can say it. Yes, and it's really nice to be here with people that I care about too, and to be in a place like Christine and I like to say that I only saw from space before, and now we're down here, feet on the ground, and hopefully going to experience the story of it told by Romanians,
exactly.
Helping us better understand.
Everyone knows about this in the world.
Really?
Yes, of course. My dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna go to Dracula's castle."
May we enter?
You have to knock, right?
Pentru Nicole Stott, în România se împlinește un vis. După ce l-a avut în gând atunci când a văzut Europa de Est din spațiu, acum ajunge să se plimbe prin castelul lui Dracula, așa cum este cunoscut în întreaga lume.
This is the birth certificate of the castle. Dated November 19th, 1377. Because in order to build the fortress, the citizens of Brasov needed the approval of the Hungarian king. Transylvania was a part of the Hungarian kingdom at that time. And here, Louis I of Anjou, the king, says that yes, they do have the privilege of building by their own means and expenses a military fortress in Bran. So it means that the castle is 645 years old already. I say we look good for that age.
Yeah.
I'm only 400 though. I'm not that old.
Yeah. That was good, by the way. That was good. Very subtle yet. But also, I'd like you to repeat the birth date of the castle.
November 19th, 1377.
You were meant to be a Dracula.
Yes.
A couple years later, but
Just a couple.
November 19th, right here.
Wow.
Yeah. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to come to Dracula's castle. Well, from space, you see things very differently. I mean, I saw Romania really as a part of a planet, as a part of Earth. And I think when you look at places from space, you're seeing them as the colors of that area. And there's a lot of green in this region from space.
It's a really legendary story that everyone knows about. No one in the world doesn't know about Dracula. So being here, and it's just really, it's a really cool place to be, and it's a very historical place as well.
La castelul Peleș, Nicol și Sara au fost absorbite de tot ce înseamnă detalii. Arhitectura castelului, decorul, somptuozitatea locului, dar și diversitatea pe care au găsit-o le-au cucerit.
Everywhere you look, there's some little detail that you wonder who considered that and thought about putting that all together, different kinds of columns, and I don't know, just the delicate nature of it as well, in addition to like the massiveness of it, is always really impressive to me. It can still be like a decorative part of the room, but you can get from one place to the other.
Perfect place for children to hide.
Yeah, you would love it if you were a kid, you know, or adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to get lost in it.
I know. Beautiful.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
No, it's really beautiful.
It's different
Gorgeous.
from
It's very different.
from whatever you saw before.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this, honestly. To have like so many different art and
Like
so much-
almost a tribute to the people that are,
Yeah. And they're so different. They're right next to each other. You don't see that usually.
Any similarities with the spaceship?
I don't know.
You wish maybe a royal dorm, huh?
Maybe a secret door here and there. A cat room.
A cat room would be nice in space, wouldn't it?
Cats.
Dogs too. Dogs would be good.
When you come in here, when you go into, like, what I love here is when you walk into the small hallways and then you go in and you have a big room and like high ceilings like this. It's just so, it's really cool. Like it kind of makes you think about also spaceships where you can go into like these tiny hallways and then big areas. So it's really cool.
Like where we're standing right now, I mean, we walked out and there was this freshness to it. You are surrounded by nature in such a beautiful way that I think you want to explore even more of it on the outside as well.
I highly recommend anyone to visit this castle because not only is the castle inside gorgeous and very impressive, it's also the area that it's in is gorgeous. If you look at this view, the greenery, the setting, the mountains that you see in the back, everything is just beautiful. Look at this castle from the outside. Look at the colors. Like they're really just as if you were taking a photo and painting it, and it's just beautiful to be here. It kind of gives you a little bit of life.
Princess at the castle? Queen at the castle?
Yeah, I wish. Sign me up. I'll be here.
44 de nații se pot lăuda că au trimis până acum astronauți în spațiu, printre ele și România, desigur, cu Dumitru Prunariu. Planetariul din Brașov îi poartă numele, iar astronautul nostru și-a întâmpinat chiar acolo colegele.
I think I should be congratulating him. Yes.
And for me personally, going to space changed my life. It changed the way I look at the world.
Everything we're doing in space is ultimately about improving life on Earth. We want to share with everyone how amazing and wonderful our future can be if we all start behaving like crewmates here on Spaceship Earth.
Strada Ghiocelului, numărul 5 din Brașov. Aici e locul în care s-a născut Dumitru Prunariu, acum 71 de ani. A visat să zboare încă din copilărie, când a fost membru al cercului de aeromodelism din orașul său natal. Acum locul are un nou proprietar, însă amintirea vremurilor de altă dată rămâne vie.
Very nice. Very nice. That is so nice.
It's a lot of vegetation now because we're standing here.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And it was built this one, it was not here, and so on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you ever go in? Ding dong.
What if we go and say hi? What's gonna happen?
What would they do?
It's an owner, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
Orice călătorie implică și o experiență culinară, așa că Nicol și Sara au fost invitate la masă la un restaurant românesc, unde tradițiile au fost respectate cu sfințenie.
music was awesome. We had a little bread and salt as we walked in, kind of traditional, and the vecinata was delicious. I really enjoyed the eggplant dishes with the bread. That is so delicious. I mean, I wish we could take the bread.
That's called salata de vinete. Can you say it?
Salata de vinete. Yes, okay. I will remember that. Salata de vinete.
Romanian cuisine, lots of meats, lots of sausages, chicken, pork. It's actually flavorful. It's homey. It's very. It's a lot of comfort food. So it's eating them and you feel like, okay, now I'm good. I'm good for like some time. Till tomorrow. The freshness of the food, the bread. Oh, how did I not mention the bread? The bread was my favorite thing. And you would not be able to have bread like this in space because the crumbs would go everywhere. So that's another thing that you can miss in space. And the crunchiness of the pickles. I don't think you can have pickles in space. Nicole?
Experiența gastronomică locală a fost impresionantă pentru Nicole și Sara, dar papanașii cu dulceață de afine și cu smântână de casă le-au convins definitiv că trebuie să revină în România.
Ah, the papanași. So delicious. So delicious. Very good. We all want the papanași, my gosh, we do, yes.
People are very welcoming, they're very warm, and that matters a lot, honestly. It's all about the people. The food is great, the scenery is beautiful, the mountains are gorgeous, the greenery here, the green is like real, real green. And yeah, and the castles, oh my God, the history behind them. So if I could describe it, it's just beauty, warmth, and it's comforting.
What will you say about Romania when you go back to the US?
I will absolutely encourage people to visit. We have been met in very friendly ways everywhere we've been.
I love Romania.
I love Romania.